harmonic mean of a number and 5 is 8.
The harmonic mean of a number and 5 is 8. Okay?
5.
And what is the definition of harmonic mean though?
I don't have it here.
It's a number 1 over A plus 1 over B. Their average is 1 over X, the number.
So that? Okay. So this is the definition of a harmonic mean. And the problem said the following. The harmonic mean of a number and 5 is equal to 8. Correct? And X is the harmonic mean?
I thought the 2 went on the numerator. In the harmonic mean.
Kate said it was the average of 1 over A and 1 over B. So if you want the average of two numbers, I would add them and divide by 2.
Well, it's easier in this problem. It's easier if you multiply each by a half.
I'll do that for sure. But definition of average is adding two things and dividing by
I looked it up and it
2.
had like this weird formula where you put like the average
Number of like things over like 1 over x1 plus 1 over x2, and so like 1 over.
All right, I'm going to get the textbook, guys. Give me a sec, okay? So, okay, what's on the board is absolutely correct. This is exactly what you want. Okay, it starts by saying a number x is the harmonic mean of a and b if 1 over x is the average of 1 over a and 1 over b. And that's exactly what we have. The average of two numbers means add them up, divide by 2, and that is equal to 1 over x. We were told that in this problem, the harmonic mean of a number and 5 is 8. So the harmonic mean is 8. So that's 1 over 8 on the left of a number and 5. That's it. Just solve. This is not a hard problem, guys. You got to read directions. It says it literally right above it. Now, the rest of the problem, maybe the solution part could be a little bit tricky, but this is not by any means a hard problem to set up. You got to read directions here. So let's start looking at this. We see here right away, Kate said, you know what? She wants to multiply by a half. That's fine. It doesn't matter here, really. Okay, I've got 1 over 8. I could also just reduce. I could do this instead. That works too. Okay, that may make it just easier on me, to be honest. If I'm going to divide two things, I'm dividing by 2 over here, I can just cancel that on the left-hand side. So in this problem, I can go with 1/4 equals 1/5 plus 1 over b. Multiply everything by 20. Well, 20b in this case, I guess. You had to get rid of the b also. Oops. 20b over 4 is 5b. 20b over 5 is 4b. And 20b over b is going to be just 20. Again, what am I doing? I'm multiplying this in the numerator. I'm distributing this to both of these numerators here. So we get the simple equation at the end. Subtracted b is going to be 20. Okay, be careful with the way a problem is worded. Because it's worded oddly doesn't mean that it's a hard problem. It means that you might have to sit there and translate English into math. That becomes the hard part sometimes, right? As soon as I saw the beginning of this, I saw x is the harmonic mean of a and b if 1 over x is the average of 1 over a and 1 over b. That's what's in the box at the top, literally. You have to take English and turn it into math.
What does harmonic mean?
Harmonic mean means if it's the average of those two numbers. I haven't heard the phrase before. I had you guys do this problem simply because it involves fractions. It's not something you've learned before. It's never something you've done in class, but it's given as a statement, so you should be able to interpret it.
And it means 1 over x equals...
It means what's in the box at the top. Yep. That's exactly what it means. Other word problems. There were distance problems, there were mixing problems, there were other types. Annette, go ahead.
The one that I struggled with the most is 17, 5 left.
All right, ready? Sharon drove part of a trip of 150 kilometers at 45 kilometers an hour. So, guys, those are givens right away. So part of the trip, the total trip is how much? Sharon drove for part of a 150 kilometer trip. So the total trip is? So she drove part of the trip at 45 kilometers per hour. Here's my governing formula in the top right. If you don't know that formula by now, you really need to memorize it for this next test. You've used this formula once or twice already. D equals RT, distance equals rate times time.
Oh yeah, that's
Okay? How is that possible? Let me quickly write down what you would do next. The rest of the trip, R2, she completed at 75 kilometers per hour. It says it took the entire trip 2 hours and 40 minutes. And the question asks us to figure out how far she drove at each speed. So use distance rate for this for a setup. You would have time 1 plus time 2 equals time total. So using R1 and D1, D1 is going to be 150 minus D2, the difference between the two of them. So this is what the next line would look like. We know it's D over R, so it's going to be D1 minus, or 150 minus D1, D2 rather. D2 is there. This is going to be over the first rate of 45, the second rate of 75, and that's going to equal 2.6 repeating. Okay, this is your time it takes, distance over rate, time 1 plus time 2 equals time total. Okay, come by during the free, please, if you want more help.